And? Do you have it all?
That must be everything. Check and don't deal with those dodgy bastards again.
Robin. Thank you, Governor. Savior. Yes. That's all I'd lost.
Sherwood Forest is famous for its ancient woodlands. However, an evil has recently taken root there, introduced by the sheriff himself. Now the tyrant seeks to exploit it by having Robin killed by Locke, the leader of the De Grey clan.
Good. Here's the horn, too. A lovely keepsake indeed. It'd be a shame to lose it.
I and all my ancestors are grateful to you. As soon as I pull myself together, I'm going right back to trading.
I'm counting on a small discount.
You can be sure of that, my friend. Come back as soon as I set up my stall.
I'll be back. See you, Oliver.
Fucking nej, der skal ind her, så står sucks. Oh shit.
Whoever violates this decree will face strict punishment.
My stuff.
To maintain peace in the land. A new great
One in. Oh.
How are you doing?
Grace pretending like bandits are a problem. Huh. Everyone knows.
Who are you, and why are you bothering me?
Graham Lindon? I'm Robin Hood, and I've heard you could use my help.
Ah, so you're that celebrated archer of the Sherwood Forest. I've heard tell of your exploits.
People are known to exaggerate.
Don't feign modesty. I need a warrior with your views and methods, not an actor.
As I understand, you're the one in charge of these forests, and everything in them.
I'm still graced with that esteemed duty and the title of Grand Hunt Master. Both the king and the sheriff still have some respect for what remains of my influence and forces. But those blasted de Greys have been sweeping up my legs recently.
Have they got under your skin that much?
It's their scheming and underhanded intrigues that have left me powerless in Conisborough Castle. It won't be long before I lose the office of Grand Hunt Master. Hearn is my witness. If that happens, nothing will stop the de Greys from reaving across these lands.
The end justifies the means.
I mean just that, literally. They've used lies and manipulation to slowly take over the area. They have their agenda, their thirst for power. And if they get what they want, it won't end well for the local people.
What do you mean?
Let's say their ancestors' Viking blood is boiling within them. An aggression fueled by the king's gold and quiet consent to cruelty has become rampant savagery.
I've met some de Greys. They are fierce in battle, but to make them a mortal enemy right away.
Believe me, Robin, those are no leaders who care for the lot of the most unfortunate, but they are the ones currently clamoring for the heights of power.
Sounds like a typical petty house squabble.
Indeed, but if this keeps up, in the end, they'll dethrone the king himself.
The perspective has its charm.
Not when it comes to House de Grey. Their rule would mean an authority far crueler than the one we know today.
Let's assume I'm ready to believe you, but I've always pictured them as royal mercenaries, rather than a family playing at politics.
Care only about war. The king let them earn leverage during their raids. Now they feel a sovereign is stifling them. They conquered the castle in Conisborough and began harassing the local populace. Any mention of rebellion is quelled effectively and brutally.
Vipers raised at one's bosom. King John should be proud of the likeness.
There's an irony to it, that's true. Help me restore order in the area, because what we have right now is pure anarchy and our strength is starting to give in.
I'll do my best. But why would the king, or our beloved sheriff for that matter, not want to do anything about this?
The sheriff plays his own games and he's difficult to predict. He's too good a politician to be figured out easily. Hell knows. Maybe he's having the de Greys take down the king so that he can seize the throne himself.
He'd make himself into a hero, then a vanquisher of enemies from within. Yes, that's not like him.
Very much so. And become more powerful than ever in the process.
You're starting to convince me, Graham.
As for the king, well, Robin, you should realize by now he's not the craftiest of our realm's rulers. However it may be, if we allow the de Greys to proceed...
They'll face a greater tragedy than the one unfolding as we speak. Tell me then, how else can I help?
We're struggling with a number of problems in the region. The first relates to the de Greys' war for influence and involves hunting a legendary stag. It sounds like a game, but in truth, it's a serious power struggle.
Anything else?
For some time now, I haven't heard a word from the monastery of Roche Abbey. It worries me.
I understand. What then?
Two matters. The yeomen of a nearby forest settlement have begun reporting strange disturbances.
That's quite a set of problems. Is there anything else?
Well, that's the matter of the region in general, and every small issue that disrupts it.
I see. But there's something more troubling to you.
Yes, it's about Conisborough Castle, but that's a longer topic, and one that requires us to weaken the enemy first, as well as to earn adequate support from the people.
A hefty collection of troubles.
Having been deposed, I'm limited with what I can do to care for the land. I hope for this to change with your help, Robin. Ask whatever you want.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me more about the hunt.
Before we start, I have to know if you can track game, Robin.
I spent too much time in the local forest to not have picked that up.
That's the answer I was expecting. As I said, I still hold the office of Grand Hunt Master. It's a major privilege, but no smaller responsibility.
So you reign over Woodland Estate.
Yes, and ask whomever you want, but I've never denied the right to hunt to the most needy. The forests are abundant, and the full bellies of the people are far more important than high-born claims.
I've heard tell that you're a good ruler. Right now I believe the things you're saying.
That's good, because I'm telling the truth. I've never allowed for these green grounds to be mindlessly spoiled either. But now, everything's changed.
You still have the title, so you still rule over the area.
That can change quickly. The de Greys became masters of Castle Conisbara by royal decree. Now they want their thug, Magnus, as Grand Hunt Master. If it comes to that, they'll have free reign over the entire realm.
What are the de Greys doing now?
They gather strength, secure influences. Later, they'll try to turn all of that against us. But there is a way to foil at least some of their plans.
I'm listening. How do you see it?
The title of Grand Hunt Master falls to the warden who performs remarkably during hunts. It calls for numerous chases and decades of caring for the woods. That's how I earned mine. These forests have been my home since I was a child, and as you can plainly see, it's been a long time since I came of age.
I understand. What threatens your office then?
You can also achieve this title by pursuing a quarry of legends. Misfortune would so have it that an enormous elk was sighted in our forest not long ago, one night out of St. Hubert Tales.
House de Grey couldn't miss an opportunity like that.
They brought word to the king about the need for a tourney, and he agreed without hesitation.
I see. You need my aid in that contest.
Precisely. And believe me, Robin, I'd take part myself in a heartbeat. Sadly, the de Grey sent out not just their hunters, but also their thugs. As you can guess, their task is to seize both the elk and the Grand Hunt Master.
Accident hunts are not unheard of, and making you into a victim of misfortune would be child's play.
You can understand what the situation is like then. These misgivings ravage us from the inside out, but the Lord watches over us and sends you.
I don't know if Providence should be mixed into this, but I'm ready to help you.
Thank you. Do you realize what this means to the realm? If you can help, I give my word, not even the humblest of people have to face hunger.
I'll see about that. If I hunt down this elk and don't die in the process, is there any chance that'll stop the de Grey aggression?
Unfortunately, if you take down the elk, you'll only slow them down. It would take some more serious steps to effectively eliminate the threat. It's a good start, however, and a damn big favor not just to me, but particularly to the local people.
I'll accept your offer, but I'll be keeping my eye on you. Helping those of noble birth has not once ended in disaster. Remember what you've promised me.
I'll never forget.
Where should I start?
Go to my hunter's camp. I'll mark the location on your map. Speak to them. You'll learn how the hunt progresses and where to pick up the trail. Please hurry, for time is not on our side.
I'll be back when it's over.
There's another one. A bow, a sword, large man. Just lost your royal crest, didn't you?
I long lost all that's got anything to do with the king, my good lady.
You'll find ladies at court. I'm Daisy. All right. So you're not a royal.
Ugh, not in this life. They call me Robin.
That Robin? Well, well, a friend then. And do you see what those blackguards have left of our home?
I do. This was the wrong kind of fun. Can I help you in any way?
Will you have the time? If yes, we could use the aid. I'm old. Me man's still in his prime, but he shouldn't be wandering about the forest. We need wood, maybe a bit of reed, but definitely metal to repair our tools too. We can handle the rest.
I can find those. I even know the kind. I'll be back soon.
If you run into any royals, give them a beating from me and Patrick.
You can be sure of that. I'm coming back with the wood. Will I find any true trappers and heroic hunters here?
Real sodding funny.
Forgive me. I didn't mean any offense. You have enough trouble from what I've heard.
And what exactly do you know, hooded one?
I'm Robin Hood, and after speaking with Graham, I know that I can help you during the hunt. What's going on here exactly? You don't look half ready to set off after a big quarry.
That's because we're not setting off. We barely escaped with our lives.
It wasn't a deer that jumped you.
No, it wasn't a deer that jumped us. The forest's crawling with the de Grey's men, if you hadn't noticed.
I'll be mindful of them. Have you at least seen this legendary stag?
We didn't. The pup over here did. He went out to track him. Though I told him to plant his ass down or the thugs would get him.
And you were brave enough not to get in his way? All right. At least tell me which way to go, and I'll see what I can do.
Follow the path. You should find a way into the forest. That's where he went. Said he'd found the tracks.
Tally-ho, or something. I'm going.
Robin, there's one more thing. Take this medicine back. I've a bad feeling about that youngling. He's been away too long.
If he's still alive, I'll help him. He'll be back with you.
Everyone knows they work together. Gray people are bloodthirsty lunatics. I swear to God.
You'll take a knife between your ribs. Just try coming any closer.
Oh, easy, lad. You're one of Graham's hunters, I wager.
Who goes? One of the degrade dogs?
Do I look like one?
Well, no.
Exactly. Graham sent me to help you all. Did the de Greys get you?
They got me. But before they did, I saw him. I saw the sacred stag. He was magnificent. If only you'd seen him. I don't know if I'd been able to kill him.
Don't worry about that right now. You'll need some medical attention, and then you'll be able to return to your people. The coast seems clear.
Thank you. Much better. 1,000 thanks. I'd bleed to death here.
Don't mention it, but... Did you hear that?
They're here. They came back.
Blasted hell.
Enemy spotted!
You'll take a knife between your ribs.
Oh,
Who?
do-
Well, they. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
They're.
Yeah! Help me!
We're getting a moment of respite, while they're none the wiser. You fly back to your camp. You need a safer place right now.
By all that's sacred, you sure can swing. You'll handle them, no contest. I'll tell the others about it. They won't believe it.
Get going, lad. Mind yourself. You'll have time to daydream later.
I'll do that. I'm going. The stag ran by here. I saw him right there. If you track as well as you fight, it's as good a shot.
We'll find out soon.
Robin Hood, the magnificent leader of outlaws, and now also the great Huntmaster. Bravo! You finally brought down the stag.
Are you one of the de Grey's thugs?
Oh, how you dig at me after I approached you ever so courteously. I am Magnus, the chief of the smartest group and a rightful lieutenant to our great leader, Lockie.
Am I to bend the knee for that?
Oh, I'll bend it for you the wrong way if you forget your manners. For now, I'll just take over this trophy for you. The title of Grand Huntmaster is quite the burden, you see. You could hurt your dear self with it.
I'll do plenty of hurting today, but not to myself. You disgrace this majestic beast with your actions. If not because of this tournament, I'd have it continue traveling the forest. It was part of it.
Oh, you'll move me to tears, hood-headed. The Greys have plans for this realm, and some sentimental rogue isn't going to stop us. It's fortuitous of you to hound down the stag. There's a bounty on your head, you see. 2 birds, 1 stone.
There's nothing to talk about with the likes of you. Just know you'll choke on those crafty words yet.
Debate time is through then. Right, lads? Time to earn your keep.
Bring it, Wolfling. Let's scuffle.
It's the enemy!
forest overrun without.
It's done, Graham. I have the trophy. You weren't lying. The de Greys are scattered across the woods.
Glory to you for the trophy, and more so for returning safe and sound. You'll have your reward.
Are you saying I'll be the great huntmaster now? I was the one to take down the elk, after all.
Well, yes, if that's... You know that...
Easy. I'm joking. I don't care about titles. Nor do I have the thirst for ruling. We had a different arrangement.
Yes, of course, a joke.
I'm more concerned with you keeping your word. And that's no joke.
If I don't, may Hearn drag me into the cold ground. I'll hurry to write a letter to the king and sending a delegation in this matter. Perhaps I'll manage to speak to his sense of reason, and maybe he'll take care of the de Greys.
I hope the title will secure you in charge and cool the de Greys' temper for a while.
It will secure much more. It will restore the locals' inhabitants' faith in that the land where they live belongs to them and that they can feel free in it.
That's what I wanted to hear.
There's one more thing, Robin.
I'm listening.
I wanted to give you something. It's an elephant. A lord's horn that can be carried only by the Grand Huntmaster. I'll make another for myself, but I'd like you to have this one. You deserve it. May it remind you of your strength, and may its sound strike fear into your foes and rally your friends. Be well.
Thank you, Graham, Grandmaster.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the unrest in the village of Free People, the Yeomen.
I knew this would catch your ear.
Why do you say that?
Because I've heard say that before your exile, you were one of them.
The power and vastness of court gossip never ceases to amaze me, but yes, my grandfather was a member of the royal retinue. However, he already raised my father as a free man and the owner of this small estate.
So I've heard. That makes you one of them.
I used to be one of them. Now I'm an outlaw and the leader of the Merry Men. They are my family.
But you help people in need?
Of course I do. To live as the lord of a castle means more than just feasting, hunting, and harassing peasants.
I knew it. Robin, listen then. Here's what it looks like. In the village of Cresswell Crags, there lives a small community of yeomen. They earn an honest living in return for their readiness to serve in the Crown's forces when called upon.
I know how it works. The Crusades were hardly my choice. They were an obligation.
Yes, I imagine you're well acquainted with the concept. What I wanted to stress was that the inhabitants of that village are resilient and resourceful. Many of them know how to wield the blade no worse than royal knights.
Wherein lies the problem?
The problem is mysterious. Fear grips the village, and even people such as they fail to have their wits about them.
What does that mean?
They abandon their work, flee the village, it's just all problems.
I see.
What's more, for some time, the area around Cresswell Crags has been occupied by a band of robbers named the Waved Children. Their movement is especially prominent nearby the Gisborne family manor.
The name doesn't sound familiar.
Gisborne the Elder died many years ago. He owned a sizable estate. He had one son who hasn't shown any signs of life for a decade. I recall unsettling things being said about the lad.
For example?
That he made pacts with demons, drove his mother into the grave, held people captive for torture in a cellar. A load of shite, if you ask me. The youngling went and left to earn an education abroad, and that's that. The family estate has therefore been falling into disrepair for years.
More gossip. But legends like these tend to give a fright. Are you saying the appearance of the bandits and activity in the manor can be connected?
The Gisborne house continues its lot as a ruin, but there's no denying that these things have livened up around it. From the Wave Children's appearance to strange lights and foul vapors that rise from the manor.
Are the locals fed up with it?
They're simply afraid, Robin. Their heads were filled with legends of devils and wraiths, not to mention the very real and unpredictable robbers roaming about. It's enough to deprive even the brave of common sense.
I understand. I could have a look around there.
Do that. I implore you. A local inn should offer you more information. There's a talented young busker staying there called Alan Adale. Maybe he'll have something more to tell you.
I'll find him and ask about the situation.
Things haven't been the same since the Greys took over.